Hello everyone, welcome back to a little more cards action. And a couple updates for you. I managed to mess around with my OBS, this program that I use to record videos, to allow me to pause my recordings while I'm recording. So what I'll do is I'll try pausing the recording after the games and then restarting when a new opponent is found. So it'll hopefully reduce the amount of dead time between matches, make things a little bit more exciting and easier to watch on your end as well. We're gonna get into it today with actually a new deck. I was meaning to actually upload my matches for the World Cup qualifier. However, I had 2 rounds that opponents no-showed, so it just didn't end up working out. Had some awesome games with Blue Blast and Corn Guy, but like I said, I scrapped that because most of it was just getting the DQ wins by default, which isn't the most exciting thing, unless you're the one receiving, which I was, and it was fantastic. But anyways, we're gonna go into my the US deck. So ever since they just recently did a whole bunch of balance changes, one of them being Skytrain. I've been playing around with this card and it seems absolutely bonkers. A must answer. It's an early opportunity to get a whole bunch of value. So it's an 0-4 that spits out a random 1 cost US infantry into the support line, and I've just been really lucky with what roles I've been getting. I've been getting combat engineers, I've been getting Jaskos, a whole bunch of really great stuff. So want to give that a shot. We're also playing the new version of California, which probably not as strong as it was before, but it does have Blitz, which makes it a lot more useful to retake the front line. The deck, other than that, plays pretty much standard stuff. I am also playing Britain for some countermeasures, mainly being evasive action and in the Navy. This one didn't seem good at first, but if opponents do not play around this at all, and you can set up situations where you can essentially force their hand in attacking you the way you want to, and then using in the Navy to kind of blow them out for one cost. It seems pretty nice. So that being said, we'll play 5 games as is tradition, and see how we do. The deck is pretty powerful, so I'm expecting a record of at least 3-2. Anything lower would be definitely a fault on the user of the deck, not the deck itself, because I do think the deck is pretty strong. There are some cards to kind of mess around with, to tinker around, but other than that, on the whole, it feels pretty good. All right, first opponent Wild Eyes here, so this is going to be hopefully a really good match here. Perfectly fine with this setup. Him being on the play make things awkward for us, but we'll see if he's playing a similar build to us. I think if he has no play, we're just going to start the Congo line with the 30 seconds. Otherwise, we may have a need for the Greyhound on turn 2 if he's super aggressive. Yep. He's starting the Congo line, so shall we. We like to dance. So I'm assuming the first couple turns is just going to be us dumping X1s onto the battlefield. He does have the upper hand because he goes first, so we'll see how that kind of plays into things. But we're just going to match him here. And hopefully not regret it. Yep. That is a juicy one. So we are actually going to go womp and play this. And actually pass the turn here. If he fills up his support line, we might get down a half track. Yeah, there goes his setup there. And I think we're just gonna pass here. We might want to actually, we want the California to go in the front line because he's gonna start bouncing things, I think. Yeah. Yep, and I think we're just gonna take our 2 for here. Actually, you know what? We'll do that instead. Next turn, depending on what he does, we will try to retake the front line, but the problem with going second in this matchup is it's a little difficult to retake the front line, but we'll see what we can do here. You might just have some we're hoping he's got awkwardness. It's a sweet card. So that being said, how do we do this? I think we just start busting our Californias, which do pretty well in this setup here. We also have pretty strong AoE removal here if he decides to come up the board. We can also send this back into his hand if he fills up the support line as well. So we've got a lot of options here. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. I think we might just carpet bomb here, depending on what he does. Is that the play? Actually, I think it's this instead. So they're taking care of one. Yeah, you know what? Let's just continue the fun here. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll go whack whack. Kill something off here. Yeah, not the greatest thing to evasive action, but it's out of our hand. So I'll take it. And this gives us another reason to carpet bomb next turn, if we so choose. Might actually make sense to strategic bomb if he doesn't move the infantry to the front here, but we'll see. So we're just going to bomb here. And so we'll move this up to the front. Maybe if he decides to bounce this, we can get a nice fully stocked California. So he's still got the upper hand here with what he can do, but All right, that's all 3 Flampanzers out of the way. I think we're going to take our opportunity here to get spicy, take the front line, and we'll see what he does. If he does have a way of killing this, we also can trigger another island hopping, which would be pretty sweet. But I'm assuming at this point he's got some options. Patent is a good one. Oh. Yep. He just wants to retake the front line, possibly. I was actually thinking about, oh, that's a really, this is a really awesome card. He's not attacking. He could have attacked with this, right? Maybe I'm not seeing something here. So, 1, 2, bring this back into his hand here. We can also bounce the next turn again with the half track. We can attack with the Red Devils and then airborne the HQ just to get an island hopping trigger. Feeling like we've kind of weathered the storm where him going first hurt us, but I think we're in a pretty decent spot right now. Yeah. Okay. These are all things you can do. That's a nice one. But that being said, I think we're just going to probably should have done that before, but that's okay. So he's playing Germany. We don't have to worry about carpet bombing, so we can kind of commit to the board a lot more than typically would want to in this type of a matchup. I feel like the pendulum swung in our favor now, especially if we can follow it up with the Sherman and whatnot. I think we also bounce this just to get him off kilter. Let's see what he takes care of here. Yep. Yep. Actually, let's do this first. Nice. That's exactly what we wanted to see here. Kill this. Draw some cards. And I think we're in a really good spot right now. I can't see him coming out of this, but who knows. So island hopping, giving the buff to California is huge with just how California's abilities operate. It essentially gives you 2 more instances where you can take damage and survive, which as we can see here, it's pretty significant. Obviously you're not doing any, you're gonna get to the point where this has 0 attack, but the fact that it gunks up the front line, allowing you to still trigger a lot of your abilities, is massive. Yeah, the awkward empty Sherman, never fun. So let's do this. See where it takes us. Bounce this again. Nice. I know there was lethal there somewhere. I just had to find it. Awesome, so nice W there. And I'll see you back for game number 2. All right, we're back for game 2. Let me know if you'd like how the differences in terms of stopping and starting the recordings in between matches. I think it's going to make things a little bit more smooth in terms of watching, just because you're not dealing with me waiting for the client to find a match. But happy to take suggestions if you guys enjoy me bantering during the downtimes there. All right, so we're facing Germany here. Definitely an interesting. All right, so I think we actually just do this. We could also do that. You know what? Let's just do this. Next turn we'll get out the Marines. Okay. That I think changes things. Yep. Just gonna dump these little men. These little men. So we can use in the Navy just to save one of them, which, do we want to do that? Do we want to save these little guys? I don't think so. I think we're just conga lining here. Passing the turn. Yep. So this guy we want to save if possible. So we'll use one of the navies here and see if it ends up being a worthwhile counter. Oh, very nice. What do we lose? Not sure what we lost, but I don't think it was anything stupendous. So I think we actually do. We can redo it and then attack here. Actually, we'll just do this. This I think is better. You know, next turn he might play the guard again, but we can redo it at that point. Also, we have island hopping active on him, so we can definitely start buffing. Yep. Let's get our card draw here. Yep. We are okay with that that series of events there. Triggering the Sherman. He's got to kill this 507. They're just way too big now. Oh. New card to try out. Let's see what happens here. Okay. 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 So nothing really good to bounce back. Next turn, I think we can do it. Just to get some big booties. Sky Barons, yep. We can also strategic bombing to trigger an island hopping as well if needed. That's a spicy boy. That is a spicy boy. And yeah, we're gonna give everybody big booties here. The greedy play was to find a way of getting California, and we can do it on there, but this card's good already. I don't think we need to worry about making it better. Yep, and I think we bounce. We'll go with the 4/4 first, see what happens. Okay, and I think we do this because you might have the one where we bring something to the front line, everything dies. Yep. Yep. So, glad to have played around the envelope, I believe it's called. Yeah. So let's see what this triggers first. And game. Awesome. So another W here. As you can see, really strong deck. And then in the Navy seemed to be pretty decent in that game, which is always nice to see. All right, guys, we'll catch you on game number 3. Welcome back. Game 3. We'll drop the 2 Californias. We want to draw them a little later on, and we're facing Japan, so they might be aggressive, which I think means we want to find as many opportunities to get 1-drops as possible here. All right, we found the start of the Congo, which is what I like to see. No turn 1 makes me think that we might be facing resistance, but we'll see very shortly. And Red Sun sounds very familiar. I wonder if he's they're a little bit more well known in the cards community here. Yeah, we are just going to, instead of moving up, we're going to start going wide here and then bring everybody up front. Okay. So he's definitely an aggressive deck. Which means I think we just want to pop you. We don't have to worry about desperate, whatever it's called. Good news there. We gotta be wary of our life total though, that's for sure. Yep. And I don't think we're going to be getting anything better, so let's just add another unit to the board and get rid of his Type 93, just to slow him down a teensy bit. We just need to gum up the front line and start weaken doing it for some health. Yep. That's actually really nice. Let's go this, and grab a Navy. So he's probably going to hit HQ here. I think next turn we can do it. Maybe he won't. Ooh, that was a spicy boy. I think we start dropping these down here. That's exactly what we wanted to see. 4 cards in hand. Ooh. All right, all right. Yep. Six, 7, 8. So, still feeling pretty good about this. We're not out of the woodwork yet. 11 HQ is not the biggest number. So this turn, I think now we can do it because that'll make the California big beefy butted, which we like to see. So that's 2, 3, 8. We can drop this down as well. So this will end up just being an O whatever, just as seeing how the game's going. But we just really want the front line, something in the front line. We've got the card advantage at this point. I think we're just drawing stronger cards in general. Signal, something we'll have to get rid of as well. So we can carpet bomb, take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We can just bring this back up here. We got evasive action, so we don't have to worry about Sendai, which is nice. We are going to be taking at least 2 from the Dina. We're at 5. Fortunately, I think we gotta drop both of these up there. Probably played that incorrectly. What can you do when you live in a shoe? I think you might have this, just seeing how the game's been progressing. Not the card we wanted to get rid of evasive action, but alright, alright. Oof. Alright. So we die if all 3 of these go out, so I think we need to draw into something that'll... God, we are just straddling here. Just for the lulz, and we might be dead here. So you can drop the signal, and then if he suicides 3 guys, we die. Just let's see if he's got some sort of oh yeah, it doesn't die. All right, okay, there it is. All right. Yeah, that was definitely a close one. There was probably some plays that we made that we could have done differently to get a better chance of winning. But 2-1. We'll see you in game 4. Welcome back. Game 4 against Seymour Glass. Seymour Ass. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna drop everything except the Red Devils. Ooh, this is a strong hand. We're actually going to drop the Red Devils first because it just has innate protection. Next turn we'll get the combat engineers down and then move the Red Devils up, which gives us a pretty good start. Ooh. Ooh. Wonder if this is has any similarities to my Japan air deck. Japan. But we'll see. I've already so far seen cards that I are in my Japan deck. Yep. Yep. That's really good. You know what? That telegraphs too much, I think. Let's just attack headquarters for 2 here. Yep. No attacks. Okay. Well, if that's the case... Sure. Let's just keep pecking away here. There's only so many 1-drops a deck can have, right? You probably don't usually want to give bounce a opponent's unit that has a deployment effect, but okay, so it's an air deck. Interesting. Yep. Bounce this back up here. Might as well get that activated. Next turn, I think we can do it and then attack, or we may plop down First Marines, depending on how things go. Oh yeah, I think we actually just take our make use of our ability to kill one of the bombers here. Ooh, that is a spicy one. Well, if that's the case, then I think we just... Ooh, we can do it. And... whack. Next turn we probably just carpet bomb. Or depending on how things play out, we might just move this up and start killing off his swordfish. So he's going to spend the whole turn essentially. It's a slight problem. I'm not going to deny. So I think we can still kill one of these guys, which is nice. And let's just bring out the First Marines here. Still feeling pretty good about this. Yep. There's the Ginga. So I think we actually just... What do we do here? Do we save it? We're just going to take so much damage that I think we just want to make use of the carpet bombing now here. Next time we can get the California up there. Gum up our back line with some Congo dancers here. Haha! All according to plan. All according to plan. Oh. Alright, so we're in danger territory here. That's a nice one. And I think we bounce this. Oh, we should have just... that's awkward. We'll see if that haunts us. If he's got some sort of yeah, I wasn't paying attention to how much. Yep. Interesting. So let's do that. Get this guy out of the way as well. We'll drop this just so we don't. This might survive something here. Okay, there's just one drop, which is nice to see. Survives, which is nice. Yep. It's a dangerous spot to be. 6 to 9. Oh. Okay, so let's see if we can do it. We do not. So kill. And I think we actually just bounce this back. I'm at 3, which I'm not feeling very confident. He had experimental, so he might have a blitz air unit, which he's looking for one, so it's a possibility that we just lose here. Yeah. Close one. We did have him next. Actually, maybe. Hard to say. All right, 2 and 2. Hopefully win the next one because, like I said, the deck is strong. I was expecting at least 3-2. All right, see you guys for last round, game 5. All right, final match versus Garfield. Why is that so difficult to say? We'll drop. Actually, we'll get rid of that. It's a pretty strong hand. I think we actually just drop one of these bad boys and see where the night takes us. Do we want to? I don't think we care about any 2-drop with a deployment effect, so we'll hold on to that for the time being. Yep. And I think we just start the Congo line here. No play on turn 3. I am confused. I am very confused. Maybe he's like a self-harm deck and he's got Winter Warfare? I don't know. Just keep on owning. We'll continue to apply the pressure. He's at 14, which is, not nothing. We've done 6 damage to him. And this looks like a control style Soviet deck, so if we can get him off kilter, I think that'd be quite beneficial to us. This one's an interesting one. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted to see here. Popping up something other than the pier itself. Yep. I think we're just content to, you know, move units to the front. They don't really have mass removal other than, you know, some of the big, what is it called, winter offensive, winter warfare. Can't remember. So that's confusion number 2. He's only got 1 more confusion in his deck if he's playing all 3, which would be hard pressed. It's a good card. I don't know if you want to ever want a deck with 3, but stranger things have happened. Yep. Yeah, sure. Spend 4 credits getting rid of my my Red Devils. I'm not in any deficit of cards. We're okay with this. He's at a pretty high life total, but I think that's moot at this point. A 1/5 is a respectable unit to come up the front lines. And okay, and kills it. Yep. Yep. Let's go and bring that up here. Next turn we can carpet bomb if things get a little crazy here, which, yep, looks like they are. Oh, it still triggers even though we wouldn't have got anything. Random bomber, yeah. C'est la vie. Sticker trade. Swing in there. Do I just use this now? Or now let's save it here. Ooh, that's what I wanted to see. That's a nice way of eking out long-term advantage with this deck. Yep, we won't. We'll save that for something big and scary. If we were going to make him overdraw, then I can see the use out of it, but for the time being, so we will do this and start getting the value. Ooh, Jasco. We would like to see some aggressive 1-drops, but you know, can't complain. Getting an elite as a random. To its owner's hand. So this should come back to us. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. How do I want to do this? Let's just get more of these bad boys going. Drop that just because we can. Nice. Red Devils is a nice one to see as well. Oh, in the Navy, putting in work there. All right, so definitely getting you and you to the front line. Bounce you, and I think we're actually going to put you up there as well. Start whacking in there. We would love to see island hopping. We're at 11 cards. Another Jasco. Oh my lord. And he's at 18, so we do have to be understanding of that as well. Perfect. All will be hit with the strategic. There we go. Something worthwhile to bring up to the front line. Ten cards in the deck, still no island hopping. Sure. I think at this point we're okay of just pushing units through the meat grinder. So we can do 3. Let's go 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. Another Jasco. Okay. It's a funky game. I've never had never had the SkyTrain last so long, so it's it's very. Oh, is it not long for this world? Yeah. Okay. We had we made our money from that card, so I'm perfectly fine with this. That's what I wanted to see. So let's start by doing this. And then one of these. One of these. Get this going, and let's not trigger our first one. Awkward. Alright, so next turn we can make some plays and get some triggers off the island hopping. All right, at some point he's got to run out of guards. We still have a bounce, and this game's taken a little bit of time. I can't remember the last time I've run through a deck that wasn't some sort of a combo deck this much, but oh my lord, this man's doing it. That's actually pretty nice because we can yeah, we will just go here and whack you for 4. Unfortunate, but not the worst. 1. Drop that down, and we're at 2. Sure. Still got 1 010 Jasco. So we won't take any damage next turn, but turn after we'll start to get hit. Yeah, you're gonna make this a 0 whatever, but it's still coming up the board here. And obviously we've got island hopping that can trigger. We just have to be careful because these are all the cards that we have left to us to win. So something to keep in mind. Ooh. Let's go ahead and do this. Do this. All right. Good game. That was a lot longer than I thought it was, but it was a W, so I don't mind. All right. So ended with a 32 score, which is exactly where I expected the deck to be, bare minimum. We're going to play this a little bit more after some tinkering because I think it's super fun and it's one of the more stronger decks that I've played. So, you know, I never feel like there's a matchup that starts off hopeless, which is nice to have. All right, guys, take care and see you in the next one.